Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from the ones I've been doing. I'm going to be doing one of the segments I used to do back then. It's called Esmerelda's Advice. So basically I'm just going to give out a topic and talk about it, basically give advice on it. And then, but for this one, I actually went on my Instagram and I posted it, and I got other people's input and thoughts on it. So I will be reading their inputs and thoughts as well, and just giving mine, going through it and all that. So the topic is, why aren't relationships lasting in this generation? So as I'm reading other people's input, I'll put them up on the screen here or something, and yeah, so you guys can but I will blur out their ad and all that because privacy. So basically my thought on this, why relationships aren't working in this generation, is that people just don't try hard enough. People don't give their all. A lot of people get bored easily, and a lot of people just aren't really looking for something serious while they say they are. And just plain lying is where that's coming from. People will say something while they mean something else, and you can never honestly, I feel everybody nowadays especially have a lot of trust issues. I know I do. Just trust and unfaithfulness, whoa. It's just something that I feel people lack in this generation. Everybody just I'm sorry to say this, but everybody just wants to smash and go. It's I feel by now people would have grown out of that, but that's still the case for a lot of people, and nobody just trusts. Nobody's saying their actual meaning, and not meaning their actual feelings. And some people also don't want to feel because a lot of people are just fake. I'm sorry, but a lot of people just don't want to something real. They just, and it's not, most of the time it's because of something that had happened to them, and people just hold their past against the next person, and that's something I feel we should all grow out of. And I know that's something I do, but I've grown out of it because you cannot put your past experience and the past persons you've been with on the next, because it's not their fault. They had nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? But let's read what other people had to say. So I had one of my followers say, to sum up in one sentence, I think it's because there's too many distractions. Yeah, I agree with that. Distractions could be, other girls trying to get, there's a lot of people I've been realizing and seeing, a lot of people who are in relationships try to talk to other people, whether it's the boyfriend doing it, the girlfriend doing it, or whatever. Someone is doing it, and that can literally be a distraction for your relationship. You try to talk to somebody else, or someone else tries to come into your relationship and you let them. That's something that cannot happen, because you're trying to build this foundation, and I don't know, maybe you're looking for a way out. There's easier ways. If I don't understand, what people do not understand is, if you don't want to be with someone, all you have to do is tell them. You don't have to go and try and bring someone else in the mix and try and confuse it or whatever, or try and cheat or whatever. If you don't want to be in it, just go. It doesn't matter what the situation is, because it's better you leave than you betraying that person, So yeah, let's read something else. Technology has a part to play in that, for sure. People don't make an effort to see each other. Yeah, I feel not a lot of people that are dating go on dates, or go on walks together, or try to see each other, just hang out, be together in each other's presence, because technology is just oh, I'm just a text away. But at the end of the day, you have to see a person. You have to try and hang out with someone that you're dating, because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people don't think this way, but I think when you're dating, you're going towards marriage, and towards marriage, it's you're gonna eventually live together and whatever. So why aren't you practicing that right now? Because that's the end goal, isn't it? Okay, let's see what someone else said. A lot of people get into relationships knowing damn well they aren't ready for one. Yeah, that's like, and you guys, like, if you're not ready to be with someone, do not go and try and be with someone and lie saying that you are ready for a relationship. You're not ready for a relationship. You're not ready for a relationship. Do not force yourself to be in a relationship. Do not force yourself, because, you know, like, there are pressures of, like, some people get pressured to be in a relationship or something like that. Yeah, but like maybe from the family, friends, like, whatever, your parents, your sibling, like, I don't know what the situation is, but like, there is pressure for someone or like some people to get into a relationship, and like, no, if you're not ready for it, then do not do it, because at the end of the day, you're either gonna be miserable or you're gonna make that person miserable, and you're gonna be wasting people's time. Like, why are you doing that? If you're not ready for it, then stay out of it. That's just, I don't know, that's just me. Like, if you're not ready for something, do not do it. Don't do it. What someone else said was, people really give up easily. Nobody wants to truly work it out. And that's really, really true, especially like this generation. Like, everybody wants to just bail. Like, the minute there's like one simple like problem, everybody's out. Like, they're just like, okay, I'm not doing this, and then you go do that again with somebody else, and then you're out, and then it's like a freaking cycle. Like, stop. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you are literally leaving because of stupid stuff, like, come on, then you yourself, you're really not mature enough to be in a relationship. You're not ready for it. Like, I don't even know. Like, seriously, like, most of the feedback that I got from the people that answered is like, nobody wants to truly work it out. Like, if you don't feel like you're gonna like fight for a relationship, like, if you're starting this with somebody, you should see like potential for a future. Do not start it because you want to waste time. Like, I don't know, because nowadays everybody wants to date to waste time, to pass time. Why are you guys not dating? Because you see a future. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to see marriage right away, because, you know, that's kind of crazy if you see that right away. You just have to see like a future. Don't like be wasting your time and wasting other people's time. Like, that is just like, come on. I don't, honestly, and I'm speaking this from experience. I'm not just talking because I'm talking whatever. Like, no, this is stuff I've dealt with. So it's just like, if you're not ready for a relationship and you feel like you really are not ready and you just want to play games, then make sure that's known. Make sure it's known. Because I don't know, and I'm going to talk from a girl's point of view, because, and yeah, like, most guys, like, if you guys are not ready for something, like, I'm not saying I'm that person. Maybe there are girls out there, and maybe there are people out there. Not all people want to get married and, you know, have something serious. Some people just want to, you know, for the rest of their life. And you never know that. If you don't voice, that's the same thing you want. Maybe the person that you're going for is up for that. You know, you never know until you say something. So I don't understand what the point is of lying. Because lying about small, stupid things, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. So let's see. I don't want to repeat like this stuff, so I'm just going to be reading through it because I don't want to repeat the same thing I've already said. Lack of privacy, lack of personal space, all indirectly linked to lack of respect. Definitely. Like, I know most people, especially in the early stages, like, the early stages is fine, but at the same time it's not. Because when you first get with someone, you know, you guys are together, you try to be together as much as you can, you know, it's all lovey-dovey and whatever. But there is the thing as too much, like, too much at once, like, at first. Like, you shouldn't, I don't know, you shouldn't be clingy a lot. Like, there's clingy, and then there's like, get away from me because you're like doing too much. Like, I understand it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting, but people do need privacy. Like, people do need like some type of like, you know, separation or whatever. It doesn't matter at what point in the relationship you are. I feel like this is something that it should be like all around. You shouldn't be all the time together, because that does get someone to like be less interested into the relationship and into you, because it's too suffocating to them. or something. Like, I don't know, that's just how I see it. Sometimes you do need like time apart, and that doesn't mean, you know, you get time apart and then you go mess around with other people or this and that, you text the side, whatever. Like, no, that's not what I mean. I just mean that you don't need to have every single minute of the day of the week together. Like, sometimes you do need time apart to miss each other, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be together all the time. It's just what I'm saying. And that is something that really does wreck a relationship. Like, and in order to do that, you do need respect for each other. You do need trust. You do need like loyalty and all that stuff. You need to be faithful. And that, as long as you have all those things, being apart should not matter. You know, you shouldn't have to be like, oh, I'm not with him today, so he's, you know, messing with this girl. Like, no, like, this, you need, I just think, respect, loyalty, faithfulness, being truthful, those are things you need to build on in the beginning of a relationship. Like, you need to have that in order to be like, okay, we can have like this day away from each other and we'll be fine because I know he's not doing anything or she's not doing anything. So and this one, I really thought this was a really good response. People are just looking for a good time. Real love comes with ups and downs. They ain't ready for all of that. I'm pretty sure that's the end of that sentence. Yeah, relationships nowadays, they don't work because people don't, they just there for the fun. Like, people just want to have fun. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you can't just be with someone because you just want to have fun. Then you're wasting people's time. You're wasting, like, it's just like, you need to come with your intentions known and have them expressed, tell them to the person, and if the person is about it, then yeah, fine. If you are like, oh, I want a relationship, and you tell them you want a relationship, and in your mind you're just like, I don't want a relationship, I just, you know, want a good time, I just want like someone for right now, it's not like, you know, serious or whatever, and you don't tell the person, and then what? You're ruining that person's life. Like, I don't understand how people don't get it by now that things like that ruin people mentally. And it really messes up with people's minds. Like, I kid you not, it really messes with someone's mind. So if you do not, like, if you say something and then do the opposite, you are like playing with this person, you know what I mean? Like, don't be that person. Don't. And then I'll just read this one. People don't give each other enough space, which leads them getting bored of each other, which is really true. Like I said before, you need space in a relationship in order for it to work. You cannot be together all the time, because honest to God, you are gonna get bored of that person. Trust me, you're gonna get bored. Like, you're really gonna get bored, and it's just gonna be, you know, the end of something that you try to start just because this person was being clingy. Like, there is clingy, and then there's like, get away from me. Like, seriously, don't be get away from me. Like, you can be clingy, but to a certain extent. Don't get annoyed. Like, I mean, like, not annoyed, annoying, I should say. Just, you know, within the range of, just don't push it. Like, because literally, like, flip things around. Especially when you guys are like first starting, do not do that. Because most people do not like that. Whether it's a girl or boy, like, they don't like that. I know I don't like that. And the last I'm gonna read is, because nobody is determined to work out the trials they face in a relationship. Yeah, it's true. Like, there's so many factors as to why relationships do not work out in this generation, because this generation is so stuck on the technology, I don't want to try, or I was hurt before, so I'm not going to give anybody a shot, I'm just going to play with everybody. Like, that mindset's got to go, because if you really want to be with someone in the future and you really want to be happy in the future, like, those things aren't, they're not going to cut it. You know, guys, like, I literally feel like us as a generation need to get better, because we don't know Like, we don't know how to love. And that's just, I'm not just saying that because relationships or whatever, like, that includes relationships, friendships, the whole world as one. Like, we don't know what love is. No. And I think that's something we can change. So, get to changing, guys. Nah, but honestly, if you make your intentions known at first, then I feel like it'll be fine. Then you will get, and I know a lot of people, it's just like, if I do that and I tell girl, guy, all I want to do is mess around, they're not gonna be about it. Well, yeah, if they're not about it, why do you want to do it with them? Leave them alone. Maybe they're in a chapter of their life that they're ready to find actual love, and you're ruining it for them by distracting them and keeping them away from the person they're actually supposed to be with. I don't know. So I just thought I would do an advice. I've been meaning to do an advice segment just because I really love giving advice. Oh my god. I don't know why my voice is breaking. Yeah. But yeah, I like giving advice to people. A lot of my friends come to me for advice, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. Let me know what you guys think, why relationships aren't lasting in this generation. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.